1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Coming through nice and hot and clean. Okay, we're live on the YouTube. Twitch is looking good. Let me just check it sounds good from my end as well. Check on my phone. Gonna go live in a few minutes. Hope everybody's doing good. Checking cabin pressure, checking the oil level, checking the rudders, checking the wings. Okay, we're live. What's up, everybody? It's Reflection here, streaming live from Palmdale, California. Hope everybody's doing excellent, having a nice Tuesday. I said I'll be going live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so I'm just going to do a chill stream today. Probably going to open up Ableton and cook up a beat live on stream. I've got a bunch of stems I've recorded over the last couple of days that have been gain staged but need that finishing touch, so I'm going to be doing that live on the stream today. But I thought I'd just come hang out with you folks, chat a little bit, and shoot the breeze, as they say. It's been a good week. I've been fighting a lot of negative self-talk, to be honest. You know, I'm trying to work in tech, and I've moved from healthcare, and I'm fighting a lot of imposter syndrome, where I feel like I'm just LARPing as a tech guy, as a tech bro, and actually started a Google course last week, which was really good, to give me some actual more robust actual book knowledge, and it helped fill in some of the gaps from like the projects I've been building, but that negative self-talk, I tell you, that will really, it can be really negative, really destructive on somebody's progress. So I've been fighting that, and I've been finding music to be a really healthy coping strategy for me. It's something that gives me a lot of energy. I like the fact that I'm creating something tangible, that's actually something that can be created, and sharing the work as well is really exciting for me. And I really like the technical aspects of it, and all the kind of how the frequencies interact and whatnot. So that's the plan for today. Let me just set up my routing in Ableton, and we'll work through a track. I'm not sure what we're going to do today. It's going to be a fruit salad. Set this to Ableton. But yeah, been streaming consistently, and I've also been working on posting more, not just music stuff, but also my feelings, what's going on in my life, more lifestyle stuff, to give my my socials a little bit more depth to who I am, as opposed to just shilling my music, because I think that's really played out and isn't really what I want to be doing. The goal of my streams is to share my process with everybody, and it's kind of selfish, because I actually find this process really therapeutic. So it helps me to get in front of the camera and speak and know my voice is getting heard, but also helps grow the channels as well. I've been working on my own platform over at itsrflxn.com. I have the domain name. I'm just working on the back end architecture to make everything look nice and polished before it goes live. I'm hoping for that to be something similar to a Bandcamp or a SoundCloud, but totally independent, so I can run that by myself. I thought I heard somebody behind me. I think I'm hearing things. But let's jump in. I'll walk you through my whole process of how I get started and what I do. Let's come over to Ableton. So yeah, been a good week. Applying for lots of jobs. Actually, I tried something really outside the box. The job market is pretty competitive. It's never not competitive. But there have been loads of layoffs in tech recently, and I've modified my resume to make it a bit more colorful, a little bit more interesting, just to see if that makes any difference in terms of getting interviews and getting attention of hiring managers. Maybe it's a Hail Mary, but it's all good. So let's go with something in a major scale. Recently I've been playing with different key signatures and different time signatures and abnormal modes, and the songs sound really spooky. So I'm going to go with just a classic C major boom bap with some soul drums on the chorus. Nothing too experimental. I uploaded a couple of posts yesterday, which were pretty crazy and jarring and difficult to listen to, for lack of a better word. Let's see what we got here. Got my bass bus. Okay, that's coming through nicely. Drum bus. No, that's the melody bus. And I got pads as well. So let me pull these in. And at the top here, I just have a pink noise track for calibration, for gain staging. That helps me get everything balanced right. It's a really helpful tool, and for me, that's the bulk. The bulk of my mastering is actually in the pink noise stage. So this track is in 80 BPM, so nice slow pace. We're in 4/4, no crazy time signatures. I was doing 3/4, 5/8, and one of the songs I made, I literally had to put a clicker at the beginning so people could find the pocket. Too experimental. I think it's too experimental. Okay, that's good. Everything's kind of snapped to the grid, but it's not quantized. This is the audio. Let's have a listen. We should calibrate it first. So sorry if anybody's ears blow out. Let me just get the levels right, and then we can get started. So warning, pink noise coming up. I might blow an eardrum out, let me see. Okay, it's not too bad. Just bringing that to where I can barely hear it over the pink noise. I've just started using automations as well in Ableton, so that's been cool. Okay, sorry about that, folks. want to bring in the delays as well. I have delay returns, and also the reverb returns too. So we're kind of mastering this track right now, I suppose. Might work on some of the arrangement here. It does look like there's some good build-in energy, especially in the pads and the melodies and the drums. And I see the bass line switch up, which is one of my that's one of my trademark sounds, the reflection sound. So grouping the delays. And these C major tracks, I don't know about you, they remind me of those like Ode to Joy songs I would learn when I was first learning how to play the piano, like the classical music. It has that kind of vibe. What should we call this project? Let me consult the Book of Knowledge. It's got a nice plodding feel to it, but we're going to tweak it. So I'm calling this genre of music progressive lo-fi because I am using a lot of bit crush drums, but it has a twist of kind of my ear and some of my influences. So what should we call this bad boy? It doesn't really need a name yet. That's a problem. I don't want to call it C major song. That's really boring. Let me find a thesaurus. A thesaurus and a rhyming dictionary, that's all you need. Because it's C major, it has a nice positive sound to it, so it's going to be called like a cool shadows. Warm shadows. Because today is a really hot day, it's about 100 degrees. Got the swamp cooler rolling. Okay, and I'll bring the reverb in as well. Drop that over here and group them. So I've got stems for every. I have these as stems as well because they're already bust out. It's easier for me to manage. Excuse me. Am I missing a track? No. 41 tracks. That's a good amount. So we've got reverbs. We've got delays. Reverb. It's got delay group, reverb group. That's a nice color, isn't it? Look at that beautiful spectrum. And we're off. What did I do? Close my Ableton. Okay, this can be minimized because I'm not doing any pink noise staging right now. Make these a bit bigger. And this is a combination of multiple layers of synths that I recorded from the Roland Phantom. It's not just one track. It's all original compositions. No copyright issues here. Let's have a listen and see what I'm going to tweak. Save that. I didn't turn the reverbs down. Reverbs are coming in super hot. Let's dial these back down to 40. Getting washed out. Thought it was a bit hot. 250. Reverb is very quiet. Let me listen again. Let me turn my microphone off because it's ducking the audio. I'm happy with where we're at right now. I don't want the bass to start immediately. I like the bass to kind of build. So we're going to cut this here. And drums. What should we do with the drums? Split them up, mono the low ends, and then we'll split up the high end, mids and highs. That would be good. So first I'm going to drop a EQ3 is good, so I can just cut the lows. And then one here as well. Mono that out. And then for the high ends, we'll give that some stereo width. Actually, I might change my bands because I'm going to miss some of the snare. So instead of 250, let's go with 185. Maybe we'll leave the low end for the start of the track. And we'll start with just some nice high quality drumming. Delete that part. Delete this guy. still learning my way around Ableton. I got a Live 2 push right here, but still figuring out. My desk is crazy cluttered, so I really need to get more organized, but I'm just neglecting it right now, to be honest. Cut this here. Compress the melody. Let me save this before I forget. One thing that I like doing is making sure that the timing of the release flows with the song. So for the melodies and things, usually I try and do like a 8th note or quarter note release. So I do 60,000. Can I bring this over to the other screen? It's not letting me come over because I'm in full screen. Okay, so you do 60,000 divided by the BPM, which is 80. And then, so that's 750 milliseconds is a bar. I'm going to go with the quarter note release of the melody. 187 seconds. 187.5. I want to have some of the transient. 3 to 1 is good. Should especially control this large counter melody, the loud counter melody at the end of the verse. EQ some of the mud out of that. Low pass starts at 20 hertz. Just a little cut. A little cut. Maybe narrow the band on that. But let's work on the verse first. Let's focus on the verse. We want some breaks in here because this is very... I do have probability set on the MIDI end. Tweak my noise gate. One, two, 1, 2. That should be better. Oh, I forgot to turn my camera back on. There we go. Increase the release. A bit more pumping. Let me check my trusty calculator. Let's go with 187, so 93. They're peeking through. Mono this out. Actually, it has a bit of stereo depth there. I don't want to mono it. It's got a nice little bounce. I could split it. Shall I split it? Let's split it. Duplicate. Bass low. Bass mid high. And the high bass, we don't need to worry so much about side chaining it. it's just ducking just a little bit. I think this might work, folks. Cut some of this mud. Nice positive C major, optimistic vibes. Happy, it's like music that good boys listen to, good boys and girls music. Instead of automations, I could just cut the lows and cut the highs as I want. So let's go from here to there, and we will split here, and we will basically, this is going to be like a low pass filter for the bass line. Maybe not. Carnival music for the summer. we'll cut the highs of the drums and do that. And I'm gonna let the bass ride through for this part of the fill. Fill in Lil. Ah, not you. Cut this as well. So basically doing a almost like a high, it's a type of a high pass filter, isn't it? Pretty happy with this. Not bad for a quick cook up. I feel like I need some breaks in the verse. Do 7 cuts. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Seven is the magic number. Let's go with 7 today. Chorus starts at 25 and finishes at 33. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not going to work. You're going to blend it with yourself, dude. Something went wrong. The BPM switched. This has happened before. I don't know why that happens. I press something and the BPM jumps. Now everything's wrong. Not 90, 80. Save. There's an automation somewhere, and I changed the BPM. Okay, we're back. This is nice fairground music. Okay. Back to verse 2. The end. We're going to stop there and split you. Undo that. You're going to come back here. Stop right there. Uh-oh, not the whole thing. I think we're done, folks. We got some cuts. We got some stuff deleted from there. We need to cut some things from the second chorus as well. And I should have a way to automatically do this instead of having to jump in here and do so much work with my hands, man. This is too much effort to have to click the mouse and move it like half a centimeter, like literally half an inch. Unbelievable. Who did it? Don't you know who I am? I'm kidding, of course. Do the buses, is the bus a good anchor? The bus is going from verse to chorus. The bass is going from verse to chorus. Here we go low. Here we're going to go high. No. I think we're done, folks. Let's see if we need to put some compressor on this bad boy. Just light compression. sure I capture the transience of the melodies and the drums. Just some glue. 73 bars, and we're done. Save, export. Thank you for watching, folks. That was fun cooking up with you folks. I've actually got a contract I'm working on, so I'm going to duck out and try and get some work done if there's any available for me on the old dashboard at the gig I've got. So thank you for letting me share my process. We cooked up a nice song. Now, I'm not going to release this yet, and this is a special exclusive for the live stream, but follow me on social media, username itsrflxn, itsrflxn. I'm active on YouTube, TikTok, and where else can you find me? You can also find me over on Instagram, and you've heard the whole song, you've seen how the fudge was made, but we'll be giving out some free samples on the social media. And yeah, thank you for letting me share my process with you. I've been RFLXN. You've been a great audience, and talk to you soon. I'll be back again tomorrow.